Hey everyone, Mittens here. Welcome to another video. Today we're doing something a little different from our usual gaming or just getting with general updates. Today I have a speed paint for all of you, and this one's actually based on the V-Pumpkin SMP, which we'll talk about a little bit more later, what it is, what I did on there, what the drawing is itself, but I thought I'd change it up a little bit. I've been doing a little bit more drawing recently. I've accomplished some things in my own personal life, so why not share that with all of you and have a fun little discussion as we do. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get right into it. Alright, so you're probably wondering, what is this drawing? What is that server you mentioned over? What is this inspired off of? Well, I'm glad you asked. So the server this is based on is called the V-Pumpkin SMP. I've been a part of it since its beginning, back last October, when it was just a one season, one world kind of Halloween fun get together with a whole bunch of VTubers. Taz the Menace got them together. Taz is actually one of the owners, got us all together, and we played on it in seasons 1. And the server actually continued on to seasons 2, 3, and 4, and this drawing specifically is based off of my base and my base mates, me and Captain Sarlo, during seasons 3. Now I actually have this interesting thing going on where I've been playing every other season. So I played season 1, I didn't play season 2, I played season 3, and I played a little bit of season 4, but I haven't gotten on in a while. So hey, maybe when season 5 comes around, I'll play that again. If you ever want to see this, this is Minecraft stuff. If you ever want to see me do Minecraft, because I do a lot of Minecraft in my own just personal time. If you ever want to see Minecraft stuff that I do, I put a lot of that over on my Twitch. I've been streaming 2-3 times a week for 2 years now. It's been a wild, ridiculous ride. But yeah, that's where I streamed the V-Pumpkin servers, seasons 1 and 3, and this one specifically is inspired off of season 3. We actually shared a base this season. Season 3 was actually the spring season of the server, so it started back in March. I believe it was March 4th that it started, and it ended June 28th, so it went on for almost 4 months. It was a long time. It was quite a wild ride, I'll tell you that. There were so many people that I met, so many interactions I had, so many mods I got to try out. But we'll talk about that another time. That's not anything we have to worry too much here. For now, you're worried about what this is. This is actually the base that I shared with the captain. And specifically, this is my home balcony that actually overlooked our entire base. You can actually see in the corner a tree, 2 silver maple trees that actually held up all the flowers from Botania. I made this really cool collage where each of the 16 color flowers from Botania actually was held up in little capsules and held up by a little trapdoor rope between the 2 trees. Then you can see there was a copper fence along the entirety of our base, and that just basically strung around the entire base. Obviously the thing we're sitting on, I made mine out of, I think it was enchanted green logs now that I think about it. It was an enchanted green wood set, and the server actually was pretty heavily focused around the Origins mod. I, as you can probably guess, was focused on the feline origin. Captain's was the avian origin, if I remember correctly. I haven't done a lot of research back into it. I plan to do more in a little bit, but I'll talk about that later. But yeah, we shared this base together for the 4 months that it was up, and that was quite a long time. We actually went and did a whole bunch of things. There was a long quest line that another of the members started called the Pivy Quest. We actually had a section of our base where mods and the creative build team would come over and just try things out with us. We were their little guinea pigs. It was so much fun. I met so many people through that, and also just interacting with the other bases around us or the different waypoints, because we had waypoints on the server. It's a very big modded pack that we played on, and we just had fun and enjoyed our time on there, and I actually got a lot of friends off of this. So season 3 is actually something I hold very close to my heart, which is one of the reasons that I wanted to draw this. I wanted to show it off to all of you. I have plans in the future, in the next few months, to actually put together an overall recap of my time on the V-Pumpkin server. Specifically, I think it'll be about season 3, but I might make one about season 1 too. Maybe a prelude or an episode 1, or just, I don't know, I'll just put that in the same thing. But I do plan on making a big recap video of my time on V-Pumpkin, and it is definitely going to include this. It's going to go in depth about all the mods I tried, all the people I met, all the screenshots I sent, all the teasers I did. There's so much that went into those 4 months for V-Pumpkin, and I've been planning to make a big video about it for a while, but because of how Hollow Knight's been going, and it's been taking me a while to get the next video out, I thought, hey, why not, you know, take some of that love that I have for V-Pumpkin and turn it into a speed paint. So yeah, that's what you've been watching. And if you're wondering what the quote is, you probably saw it in the thumbnail and you'll see it here later. The quote itself is actually something I came up with after the fact while I was drawing, but it was inspired by my own words. There was a big part of the season that's very important to me, there was a big part of season 3 that was very important to me in the way that we played, the captain and I. And it basically revolved around both of us are not very experienced Minecraft modded players. The captain hadn't been on a modded server since like 10 years ago. I'm not a super big modded player. I usually play vanilla survival or creative to build stuff in. So I was pretty much out of my depth. Both of us were. It was Captain's first season, it was my third, and both of us got the chance to play around with mods, build mods, you know, make a base for ourselves. It was nothing like everybody else. Everybody else was either, you know, creative build team or, you know, big base, super industrial, huge mega goals. Everybody around us was very much okay with this modded setting. They, in our eyes, were like gods, godly figures. Everybody was more powerful, more, you know, more capable in the terms of the build team, like actually had creative to help build things around the server. And us, the two of us, we just built a base, you know, we adopted mobs that spawned around us and just had a great time. So that's where the quote comes from. And the quote itself is actually, "To the gods we were mortals, but to me you were home." Because a very important part of Minecraft servers is having them feel like home. You know you've done something right when the server you've been playing on for months at a time, even if it is a little bit of a shorter time, you know, not like 6 months or so, but it's only like 3 or 4 months. You know something is made you home when you're excited to get onto it, you're excited to talk to the people you're on with it, you know, you have all these screenshots, you just are loving your time there, and you're gonna miss seeing it go. That's how you know you've made something home. And by the end of season 3, it had become my home. The captain had become my home. And I'll go into more detail in this when that big overall recap video drops, but it was very important to me. And this speed paint kind of shows a little bit of that, gets you a little glimpse into why it meant so much to me. You know, I had great people, great friends, great server, and it was just a great time. So yeah, that's what the drawing's about. That's what V-Pumpkin is in a very small nutshell. And yeah, I hope you've been enjoying this. And with that, I think we're gonna wrap it up today. I hope you all enjoyed. I know this is a little bit of a shorter video. I didn't want to wring it out too long. I've probably had to make so many edits to my recordings over time. I usually try to record them all at once, especially for these. I want to keep it a little more natural than having it all scripted out. Actually have bullet points listed up to help me get through this. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. You know, keep a lookout for that V-Pumpkin SMP recap video. It should be out within the next few months once I start doing the research and the writing for it. I plan to make it like a big thing once I get it done. It's something important to me, so, you know, hope you're excited for that. And, you know, Hollow Knight's on the horizon. Number 20 has been giving me some issues and it's taking a lot longer than I thought it would, so keep a lookout for that. It should be out soon, and I hope you had a good time. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time.